Welcome, drone video fans, to my 18th video in my covered bridges of Ashtabula County, Ohio. This video will highlight the Smolen-Gulf covered bridge, the longest covered bridge in the United States and the fourth longest covered bridge in the world. It's 613 feet long and spans the Ashtabula River. The first bridge built in this location over this river was built in 1867, right after the Civil War. That bridge was replaced by a steel bridge in 1949, and then this bridge was structurally designed by former Ashtabula County engineer John Smolen and architecturally designed by current Ashtabula County engineer Tim Martin. It was built at a cost of $8 million and open to the public and traffic after its dedication in 2008. The name Smolen-Gulf comes from its structural designer, John Smolen, and the Gulf part comes from the fact that it spans a wide gulf that supports this bridge 93 feet above the Ashtabula River over which it spans. We're coming to the end here and we're going to turn around, and this is usually the point where I fly through the bridge, but this bridge is so long and has so much traffic, including semis and vehicles of every sort, that I didn't think that that would be a prudent idea to fly, although I could have attempted it and walked along the pedestrian walkways along the side. I mounted my Get2 camera on the dash of my car and simply drove through the bridge in order to give you an inside view of the bridge. I should have turned on the gyro on the camera, but I completely forgot about that. It would have smoothed out this part of the video considerably, but did want you to get a look at the inside. You can see the timbers, all the timbers. The main wood used in this bridge is Douglas fir, and the roadway that we're going over is laminated 3-foot thick Douglas fir, as well as the beams and most of what you see. The paneling on the outside was made from yellow poplar. You see the steel rods that tie the top to the bottom, supports. This bridge is wide enough for traffic in both directions, as you can see. It is 30 feet wide. The roadway itself is 30 feet wide, and with the addition of the pedestrian walkways on either side, it's a total of over 50 feet wide. It has a clearance of 14.5 feet, so large vehicles can go through this. The bridge itself was built in 4 152-foot sections, and then they combined them together to put the bridge together when they got to this spot. It rests on concrete abutments on either end and has 3 steel reinforced, you can see right here, there's 3 steel reinforced towers that support the middle. This bridge is enormously strong. It will stand the full legal weight limit for vehicle traffic in the state of Ohio, which I believe is 40 tons, 80,000 pounds. So no problems with going this. We're flying down here now along the side, and we can see the pedestrian walkways and the corrugated steel roofing material. This bridge has a life expectancy of I believe they said 100 years life expectancy, and some of you see how long this bridge is. The longest bridge is a bridge called Heartland Bridge in New Brunswick, Canada, which is over twice as long as this bridge, and it only cost $33,000 to build back in 1901 when it was built. Some of you remember the writing in your side view mirror that says things in this mirror may be closer than they appear, and that's the same thing that you have to remember when flying one of these camera drones, because you're flying it by looking at usually a little 8-inch type of pad, not an iPad, but basically a tablet, and you're looking in there and seeing the video that's being sent back to you and trying to fly with watching that. And what you see in the tablet is frequently kind of difficult to gain a perspective of. So here we're turning around and we're facing to the east along the full 613 foot length, panning down here, and you can see the front face that says Smolen-Gulf Bridge, and see the bridge deck. And we're moving off here to the side. At this point I was really curious how close these trees really were, so I kind of like turned and took a look just to get an idea of how close they actually were. And then we're going to be flying back over the top of the bridge itself, so that I can get over the top of it and fly up and give you a downward perspective of the bridge and the Ashtabula River, which it spans. So shortly here we go. We drop the gimbal straight down so that we can see the bridge over the Ashtabula River, and we're climbing here to I think I climbed to about 225 feet, and I could have climbed a lot higher. Now we're turning the Phantom drone towards the south, and you can see construction of what is a pedestrian covered bridge that is going on, and we'll be seeing more of that a little bit later in the video. And now we're turning back towards the north. This bridge does run east-west, so we're facing the north, and panning up here, you can see how the river sweeps around to the right off in the distance. We flew all the way down there, and I got 30 minutes of video. I'm going to do another video after this one, which highlights some of that river video. In the distance here, beyond the bridge, you can see a little pavilion that they built in the parking lot. That pavilion contains a lot of visitor information, about this bridge and about all the Ashtabula County covered bridges, where they're located, and it has maps and so on and so forth, so that you can be educated and find them yourself. Now we're stopping here alongside the bridge itself to get a look at the paneling along the side, and maybe another look at the top and the pedestrian walkways. Looking through the bridge, you can see those steel wires that tie the top and the bottom of the structure together, along with the rest of the beams. And we're dropping down here. We'll be able to see a bit of the floor. As I mentioned, it's laminated Douglas fir, 3 foot thick, and it's also got cross members that go across. This is one of those steel reinforced concrete towers, one of 3, and they're just massive in size. Again, in the distance you can see that pedestrian covered bridge that they're working on right now. When I first scouted out this bridge back in April, that pedestrian bridge was not even started. Before my shoot here, I went and talked to the foreman and asked if it would be okay if I got close enough to be able to get some video of this pedestrian bridge, and he says, yeah, our guys are going to be going on break, so come on and take some video. They're very accommodating. As we get close here, you can see the concrete abutments on either side, and carefully placed around those concrete abutments are large rocks and stone, which will protect the concrete during the times when water is running very high. You can see the decking material is made from solid redwood. I'm not sure what kind of wood is used in the rest of the structure, but you do see the steel rods tying the top and bottom together on the same angles. And here we're panning over to the construction site, where they have laid out more of that flooring that's going to go on the deck. That's all redwood. Looks like they're not sparing any expense on this bridge, because you know redwood is not inexpensive, but it does last a very long time. And so I assume they're figuring that this pedestrian covered bridge will be hopefully lasting as long as the Smolen-Gulf bridge itself. Again, as we get over here, over on the right hand side, you can see the concrete support abutment that is supporting it on this side of which would be the west side of the pedestrian bridge, with the rocks surrounding it to prevent it from having any erosion during the high water periods in the spring. You can see that also some sections there where the bridge itself was made in sections. We're going to drop down now a little bit closer to the Ashtabula River, and as I mentioned that I did considerable flying over this river. I got over 30 minutes of video on this shoot, so I'm going to be doing a follow-up video to this one, which is going to show a lot of the video that I took going down this river, and some of the interesting things that you'll be seeing in there, including some aquatic life that I happened to come upon. So again, this is the Smolen-Gulf covered bridge. It's in Ashtabula County, Ohio. It's on State Road. It's easy to get to. It's the longest covered bridge in the United States, so it's definitely one worth coming to see, especially when they get that pedestrian covered bridge finished. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed shooting it, and learned a few things, because I certainly learned a few things myself. Thanks for stopping by and watching, and be on the lookout for following videos that will show the river.